Hello everybody, Dragonfire here. Welcome to another one of my videos. So, I received a certain box set in the mail not that long ago, and I opened it up and I started to go through it, just the very beginning of it, and I said, you know what I've never done on my channel before? I've never done an unboxing. Um, on my channel before, and I thought, you know what, I should do this as an unboxing on my channel. So you can see that it's already open. Yet it came in a bigger box, and there was some bubble wrap around it, cardboard, box, bubble wrap around it, and in a plastic seal. It was sealed in plastic. I got it from Walmart.com. It was, I believe, a little under $50. Um, and Cheap Trick is one of my favorite bands, and I had some of their stuff in my collection, but I don't have. Um, there was definitely a lot of stuff missing, and I went ahead and decided to buy this box set, and so I want to do kind of unboxing to go through it with you. Um, what exactly all came in this box set? Okay, so like I mentioned, originally it was sealed in plastic, but I've already taken the plastic off. And the first thing here, when I open it up, it is a gatefold type opening rather than a lid with a bottom. It's all one piece as far as the outside container is concerned. And then here, the first thing I pulled out here is the booklet, and it says the complete epic album collection by Cheap Trick. And um, it's got pages for everything. Like here's the page for All Shook Up. I believe that was their 1981 album, All Shook Up, or was that 1980? 1980. That was their 1980 album. Yeah. Um, and so forth. So the booklet goes through album by album and tells you some stuff. Now, so one of the ones I did not have already in my collection was Cheap Trick's very first album. And I believe this one is from 77. Hold on, let me check on that real fast. Cheap Trick. Yeah, 77, their first album from 77. So, what you'll be able to see here um, is what this basically looks like is the original album, how the original album would have looked back in the day when it came out on vinyl. Maybe also possibly would have gotten a release on 8-track cassettes. Um, uh, it might have even gotten on the regular cassette tapes as well, or the 8-track tapes. Either way, might have gotten a release on one or the other or both, but it definitely came out on vinyl um, before CDs were even invented, and this is what it would have looked like back in the day, only much smaller. You got the vinyl sleeve and front and back, and one thing that's interesting about this um, is that it is actually when I put this one in the CD player, like I said, when I first started going for this, I took out, I looked through the stuff at first and then I stopped. I didn't go all the way through the box. I only went for the first couple of things. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to stop because I'm going to wait to do an unboxing video for this. So, um, yeah, the CD is in here. Um, and what I found out when I put the CD in is it not only had the original tracks that were on the album, but it also had bonus tracks that were later released on special editions. Now, that could be a plus or a minus. That's a personal preference thing. Some people like getting the extra bonus tracks. Other people just want to have the album the way it was originally intended and the way it was originally released. So, whatever your preference is, if you listen to albums all the way through, do you like it when they're short and sweet, or do you like all the extra bonus material added to it, like the more the better type of thing? That's personal preference. I kind of am in the camp of the more the better side, so I like the extra stuff sometimes, a lot of times, most of the time. Um, so it all depends on what album it is or what the deal is, but most of the time I like getting extra bonus stuff. So I wonder if all of them are like that because I only know the first disc. The first disc had extra bonus material that wasn't included on the original album, like outtakes, B-sides, you know, whatever, different edits or live versions, whatever, those bonus materials that didn't appear on the original album would be. CDs, of course, you can fit a lot more even on one side of a CD than you can on two sides of an old vinyl record or an 8-track or a cassette tape. So, um, yeah, you can just fit more. So they CDs after CDs came out, they started adding bonus stuff and whatnot. Um, so something interesting to note about this is it has a side A and a side one, and that was just a decision that Cheap Trick made um, to basically kind of being like, hey, there's no B side for us, there's no secondary stuff. It's in other words, our entire album is great because most albums either have a side A and a side B, or a side one and a side two. Especially back in the day, that's what you had to do for vinyl records or for 8-track tapes or cassette tapes. You had to put half the stuff on side one, half the stuff on side two, and you flip it over. CDs could fit so much that you rarely, if ever, see a double-sided CD. In fact, I can't recall ever seeing one. It is possible to make one. I've seen double-sided DVDs, but I've never seen a double-sided CD. It's just unnecessary for the most part. So, um, yeah, they have all the songs that were originally on the album plus the bonus stuff. But this is their first album, uh, just self-titled album, just titled Cheap Trick. And again, it originally had a side A and a side one. And one thing I want to mention was that when you put the CD in, instead of the way it's listed on the back cover of the album, which is first side A and then side one, it actually puts side one first on the CD and then side A second on the CD. And then after that, it has all the bonus tracks. So I thought that was pretty cool. So again, I haven't put in the second one yet or any of the other albums after that, so I don't know if they also contain bonus material. But since that one did, I assume that maybe they do as well because I did look up online and there are like special editions of like the second album, third album, fourth album, and so on with bonus tracks that all came out on CD later on. So maybe all this set also has all those bonus tracks. Um, so their second album, In Color. Now this is one that I did already have. I already had In Color on CD. And my original one is in like a plastic jewel case, but notice this one is meant to be a miniature version of the way it would have been released on vinyl, you know. And uh, this one is neat. Actually has the gatefold, so when you open it up, it opens up. Yeah, it opens up to a gatefold. Um, Again, the exact same way that the original vinyl opened up to a gatefold. And then the back cover, kind of ironic, I guess, that this one is called In Color. The first um, album, you saw all the entire case was black and white. This one, it does have color on the front cover and on the gatefold, but the back photograph is in black and white, weirdly enough. Um, but again, I have not put this one in the CD player yet. I don't know if it includes any bonus tracks. I do know that there is a CD special edition with bonus tracks, so I don't know if that's that or if they just did that for the first album and they didn't do that for the additional albums that followed. But maybe there are some bonus tracks on this. And this is just is a one disc. It's not a two disc. Um, but it does have the gatefold like the original vinyl would have had. And trying to be careful not scratch the CD there, but it is a little bit tight. Anyway, you can see the CD coming out of the side there. It is a little bit tight. I'll do it later when I'm off camera. I will actually take that one out and find out more about it, see if it has those bonus tracks on it. Okay, next up, got the third album, Heaven Tonight. Heaven Tonight, once again, following the starting with the second album where they had two band members on the front and two band members on the back, two out of the four. They do the same thing here with two band members on the front and two band members on the back. This one is not a gatefold. It doesn't open up. It's just a single disc on the inside. Yep. Okay. It's Heaven Tonight. Okay. Now this one is the live album at Budokan. The at Budokan live album. Now this was released in different versions, so I looked it up because I knew this was coming with the step. And they released first at Cheap Trick live at Budokan. A single disc that had it was just a single disc and it had songs from both like the first half of the concert and the second half of the concert. But later on, they released a second disc which had the remainder of the songs from both the first and second half of the concert. So those two versions, Budokan 1 and Budokan 2, I have both of those. But now I have the complete concert where it has all the same songs as Budokan 1 and Budokan 2, but now it's the version that has them all in the order that they were played in. Like, so if you listen to disc 1 and then immediately afterwards listen to disc 2, you're hearing the concert in its entirety in the order that it was actually played in the order that it was intended, instead of the kind of mixed up, jumbled up order that the other two volume set has. So that was interesting. And oh yeah, this one's a gatefold here, so yeah. A live at Budokan concert. I think this is revered among especially people who like Cheap Trick or people who just like other bands maybe around the same time period or same genre or whatever. Like I think this is revered as one of the better live albums out there. And the definitive live album for the band Cheap Trick. Okay, next we got Dream Police, and of course the title track for this album was a huge hit, one of the biggest of Cheap Trick's career. And you can see the back cover there. And the gatefold open up. So these really seem to follow the original vinyls. very completely. Look exactly like what the vinyl looks like, just shrunk down for the size of a CD. Okay. Found all the parts. Interesting title for a album here. It looks like it has 1976, 1977, and 1978 and 1979 there at the top. You can see the 4 years there, so I'm assuming that's when all these songs were recorded. Looks like in the back here are some live concert shots, so maybe some of these are live tracks. Not really familiar with this one, but it looks cool. Got this big Cheap Trick collection now. Loving it. Can't wait to listen to all of this. Okay, this one all shook up. Awesome. All shook up. Um, so yeah, there we go. This one, what year was this? I forget what year this was, but I'm sure this made my top 10 albums of the year when I did this year. Was it 81, 82, something like that? I put this on my top 10 albums of the year, but I never had a physical copy of it until now. Okay. Um, yeah, so this Cheap Trick one on one. One on one. So now I'm moving through, their 80s catalog here. So some pretty cool stuff. And next position, please. And it's funny, the way they're lined up there. One of the guy's heads is, you can see three of them, and the fourth guy's head is kind of out of frame. So you turn around on the back, and there he is. He's there on the back. So, next position, please. And this one, what is this one? I think this one is also, is this one also just called Cheap Trick? So this one is Cheap Trick 2, I guess, maybe, I don't know. Let's see, does this one have a name? Oh, this one's name is Standing on the Edge, and it looks like it's from 85. Standing on the Edge from 85. So this is actually one of the ones that I already had, but I don't mind having a duplicate copy. The previous one was in a jewel case. Like I said, maybe this one has bonus tracks on it. Okay. The Doctor. The Doctor. I just am very, very much looking forward to listening to all of this. You got the Doctor there with the original Alan Flax. And Laugh of Luxury. I had this one already, actually, but that's okay. It's good stuff. And Busted. So, yeah, that's the entire box. But I think it said on the promo when I ordered it 15 disc, and that looks about right. I'm looking forward to this one so much. I have a Cheap Trick Greatest Hits collection. On the Greatest Hits collection, they cover Magical Mystery Tour by the Beatles. They also have their song Dream Police, which was a big hit. Don't Be Cruel, which has been done by several artists, including Elvis Presley. Tonight It's You. I think that was a hit at the time, but it's one that maybe isn't as well remembered, but it's one that I think some people would enjoy if they gave it a chance. She's Tight, pretty awesome song on the Greatest Hits collection. I Want You to Want Me, one of my personal favorites. Um, Maybe when I get to know these albums, I'll know which songs are on which albums. I don't know them that well. It's just that whenever I put Cheap Trick on, I always enjoy listening to them. And so I just decided to go all out and get this set. Um, If You Want My Love is fun. Ain't That a Shame is a cover of an old blues song. Um, I believe that one, Ain't That a Shame, has been done by the Beatles. Elvis Presley might have also done it. Um, Surrender is one of their originals, really good. The Flame is really good. I Can't Take It. That one doesn't ring a bell off the top of my head real fast, but Can't Stop Falling in Love. I do love that one. And then Voices is the last song on their Greatest Hits collection from 1991. So it has all their 70s, 80s, and early 90s stuff on that one. But yes, I plan on giving these new albums a listen here. I'm putting them all back in the box so I can keep them nice and straight. So I'll listen to them one by one here. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for joining me in my review of Cheap Trick. I've got a lot of Cheap Trick albums to listen to, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, Dragonfire out, everyone.